we on?
We're live. I've got a hay bale here. It's very free actually. Okay. Posture. Hello everyone. Don't forget to share a broadcast on a watch party. Him with his smile on his face. Catherine, have a quick look. Right next to me here we've got two ponies. Oh, they heard me. Having a brew. And if we pan the other way, the rest of the herd, we can take a look at. We've got mother and son giving a nice neutral groom there. Lady behind them. And then down towards the water. We've got Remy having a little trot. Hi Lucy, welcome to the broadcast. Everyone's done a runner. Let's come back. Welcome to Equine Community Herd 4th broadcast. It's so exciting. These have been, I'm getting more and more used to them. Really enjoying it. So, hi Julie, is that me mum? Hi mum, nice to see you. Well, see you. I can see you in my heart. So all the ponies have done a runner this morning. We pan round, let's have a quick look at them again. Get off my big bushy face. So you newbies, welcome for joining us. Hi Sophie, nice to have you here with us. Don't forget to share with your friends, share with your family. The fame's gone to his head, he wants to be famous. No he doesn't, He just wants to change the world for horses and for all of us. So let's come back to me and we'll have a chat. Hi Hayley, nice to see you. Welcome. So exciting. I'm seeing all your names. It's lovely to know that there's so many of you with us. Hi Jane. No, not Jane. Not our Jane. Our Jane. She did. She's made it onto Facebook. Everyone congratulate Jane. She's not making it on Facebook. So well done. We love to see you. We love to see. Jane's one of my oldest patrons, dear friend, and actually her horse is Zanzibar, which we've met, that cheeky little brown horse. But today we're going to have a little chat about grazing and foraging. Does anyone know the difference between grazing animals and foraging animals? So I'm going to let you have a think. Who knows the difference between a grazing animal and a foraging animal? We're going to move around and see if we can pose anyone to say hello. Leo? But no. Can you hear me? Am I a bit quiet? Just thought. So we're going to have a little wander because I feel that you can only see me at the moment. So let's have a little wander. That way towards blue. So come round to me and Cleo. So we've had one share. Thank you for the share. Keep sharing with your friends. Start a watch party. So today we're talking about the difference between grazing and foraging. So grazing, and I've used the term grazing myself, grazing is when people are looking for somewhere to put their horses. So this, where we are in the field now, could be called grazing. So grazing is actually just an area of land of grass. So it's just grass. So if we have things to go back a bit so you can get probably us in shot with this pony. Right, go that way. Well done everyone, thanks for sharing. Okay, so we're going to keep going on about foraging. So foraging is when an animal eats more than just grass. So they eat herbs and flowers, they eat different types of trees, and horses have been doing this for thousands of years. They eat the right things to make them feel better for their well-being. So a bit like us, we have a nice, varied, nutritious, balanced diet, we will feel better, and it's the same with horses. Unfortunately, the misunderstanding of grazing is horses don't just eat grass. So when you're in a field and there's just grass for a horse, it's got a bit of an itchy bum, when there's just grass for a horse, they're not getting everything they need for that balanced diet. So we're going to have another little walk. We're going to walk this way while you can kind of think about grazing. And we're going to have a little chat in a moment about some of the herbs. Some of you might have seen the post earlier about some of the herbs that Gatsby and Blue were eating on our hedgerow walk yesterday. So we're going to head over this way. It'd be nice to see some horses, wouldn't it? Wow, 2 shares, brilliant, 2 shares, keep sharing, start your watch party, the little button in the corner that will tell you that you can share the broadcast with your friends. I feel like I'm doing good at the moment. Hi Natalie, nice of you to join us. So we've been talking about the difference between grazing and foraging, and I think we all know now that grazing are animals that just eat grass, so sheep and cows, they are grazing animals, whereas horses are actually foragers. So ideally, if when we are looking for somewhere for land for our horses, when we're looking for land for our horses, really what we're looking for is foraging for our horses. So the more hedges, the more trees, the more biodiversity of the land, the more healthy our horses are going to be. So we've got some boys joining us here. 2 brown boys, bay boys I should say. Okay. Does anyone remember who this horse is? He's my baby, but he's not the baby in years, he's just baby in his little mind. Any suggestions who he is? I'm going to be quiet for a minute so you can listen to the birds while you use your memory to see if you can remember what this young boy's name. Do we have anyone guessing yet? So I'll give you some clues. I quite often add, hi Katie, now Katie, you know who this horse is. You know. Poppy's son. And Katie tell you who this horse is. Right. So we've got here, has someone got it? So Katie is right, it is Jasper. And Jasper's mum Poppy is stood behind us. Well done, Katie. Miss you anyway, miss you, miss your sister, miss your family. Hi Annie, nice for joining us. So if you are just joining us, I'm Pip, hello Pip, if you're just joining us, do remember, share with your family and friends. We're talking about the difference between grazing and foraging. Hi Erin, nice to see you. Oh, so wonderful that you guys are all here, I'm loving it. So you guys know the difference. Grazing is just grass, foraging is when the animals want to eat all types of things. Now I went and picked some things and I've left them on the hay bale. So as Catherine hands round and shows everyone, I'm going to shimmy over in my most wonderful shimmying way. I don't know if any of you have witnessed me shimmying. It's quite a good thing to see. So I'm going to shimmy over there, grab these things and come back. You go round, not me. Oh, terrified. Okay, so we come round before Mother eats all the things I'm going to show you. So we're coming round, so here I am with Poppy. So I've been out and foraged these. Now we're currently really lucky to be donated this piece of foraging. This lovely area of foraging for the horses. It's been donated to us by a lovely man, Conrad, and his family. So we'd like to thank them. But really it's not big enough for everything that we need. It doesn't have everything we need to forage. So we go out on what I call hedgerow walks. So we go out for a walk in hand and we allow the horses to choose the herbs and the different things that they want to eat. Now these are just a few. Oh, she's eaten the sticky weed. So we all know what this is. Don't want it. Right, I don't want that one. And you all know what this is. Which is, I reckon she'll want this one. Yeah. Dandelion. Dandelion's great for the skin. Nettles are great for your immunity and for your body. And we can eat these too, it's not just for the horses. We can learn about how to heal our bodies and make ourselves feel better from watching what the horses eat. Because they've been looking after their well-being for thousands of years. So I'm so glad you're all here. So we're going to have another pan round just to have a look over there. Okay, so we're coming towards the end now. We're getting closer to the end. I'm going to try not to run over like I did last week. So here I am with mother and son, Poppy and Jasper, who have been helping to teach us about foraging and eating the things that we want. And some of you will have noticed that she ate the sticky weed, also known as cleavers. Thanks Gary, I love my socks too. The kids will all tell you that he loves his bright socks. Hi Joe, nice to see you. So yeah, we've been learning about foraging. We've been learning that actually, just because it's there, horses don't necessarily want to eat it. We know nettles are really good, but Poppy didn't want the nettles. She wanted the sticky weed. So we're really looking forward to all of you guys being able to come back and join us for some of our hedgerow walks. Because really, the herd need to go out every day to those walks. We're lucky, we've got some good hedgerow down one side of the field, but everywhere else there's not so much. We need to get out there. This time of year, our young people quite often used to go out foraging with their families, and we'd have bags full of wonderful herbs and flowers and things for them to eat. Cow parsley is good. It is a bit more sugary, a bit like carrots and apples. People often think, oh, that's what they want to eat, Annie. But I always suggest to people beetroot, parsnip, you know, these really good earthy root vegetables are much better than the higher sugary ones that actually we kind of deal with. Any white carrots would be much better, but these newfangled carrots that we have, they have a higher kind of sugar content. Right everyone, so it's been lovely. I think we're coming nearer to the end. So thanks for sharing. Please continue sharing. You can watch this afterwards. And we're also, I'm starting to upload everything to a YouTube channel. So I'm getting there slowly. I think the first 2 broadcasts are on there so far. It's again just called Equine Gentling. Like the website, equinegentling.com, Instagram and Facebook, all Equine Gentling. You can find us all over. Try and share the page, like our page, follow our page, because then more people can share the love of the herd. So we're just going to spend the last few minutes just having a look at them, where they all are, seeing what they're doing, and then I'll say my last goodbyes. I wonder if we can go up and all the way into the far distance there and see Archie and Jackson. They'll be very far away. And then coming round to the left, we have Remy. And then we're going to keep coming round to the left. That's the right, to the left. And we'll have Lady, Zanzibar, Twiggy, Jasper right here, Poppy. We're going to keep, so Poppy, and then over there at the hay bale, 2 cheeky little ponies, Blue and Cleo. So, thank you everyone for coming along and sharing our full life broadcast, sharing our herd. These horses are for everyone, and they have been through things and they've got through it, and we can get through this together, sharing our love, sharing our kindness, sharing our herd. So join us again next week, have a little read about what we do. We're trying to update everything on the website, etc. We're also in the process of registering as a community interest company. So things are still going on here and we're still doing stuff, and we just love that you're joining us, and thank you so much from the herd, our 4-legged herd, from our 2-legged herd, from all of us. Thank you, lots of love. Thank you, bye-bye. Bye.